Well there, how's everybody doing? This is Grant. You've inadvertently clicked on my channel, so time to get things rocking. Okay, maybe not. Hold on.
I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something. Hey, I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something.
I have no idea. Okay, just a quick video to assure you that I have not passed on to the next life. Between studying for an AWS cloud certification, ham radio licensing, and trying to pick up on Linux, and figure out not just Linux in general, but specific distros. Some of the things in my daily world that take my attention. This is the, it's been a while since I've kind of laid out my infinitively busy desktop situation here. And believe me, I can work on it. Don't know, it isn't always like this. There's a lot more stuff on here than normal. But I'm kind of on a break, and I figured I'd whip this video out real quick and post it. Programming some iPhone 13 or iPhones. The setup, that monitor and that monitor is dark. It just timed out. It did have work information on it, and I did not want to go upwards to show that because there's probably some stuff on it that may be shown that I don't want on YouTube. But this is the office. This is where the magic happens. Boom mic, scanner for, obviously for scanning, despite its misleading name. This is a JV whatever 300 speaker and microphone for like WebEx or Zoom calls or whatever. But what I realized is these things are freaking expensive as hell. Except for when people don't know what they are and they're just getting rid of them. A couple months ago I bought that one over there, which I use for recording audio and stuff like that. Not the low audio that is driving me absolutely freaking insane, but the type that is of high quality. Then of course, you know, USB strips and hubs and dock for a Dell and dock for a Lenovo, and then a mixer and a keyboard for the upper computer setup, and then a keyboard for the lower keyboard setup, and then 2 mice, and then of course a couple modems and a 10-inch Lenovo tablet running Android. And this is the case that I carry the backup phone and the gimbal that it's setting on as I record this. So then you kind of venture this way and have a credenza and books, and oh yeah, somebody's pinging me on WebEx. Then you have the laptop that's driving that touch screen there. That's a DAC back there with the blue light on, or behind it. It's a hybrid. It's digital and tube. Then of course we go into the stack of various laptops that have got different distros on them. One of the nightmares that I'm going through right now is when you go and you set up your AWS account for testing with Amazon, you have to be very specific and precise. And I was doing it through work, but then at the last minute they've kind of dropped on me that you can't use your work laptop because of VPN and access permissions and stuff like that. So I'm going to be using that laptop there to dial in, but it's not, they're not being able to scan it and recognize. It's going to be a proctored test. And of course the keyboard, and it's linked to that monitor there. And then that is a dual boot. That's a Microsoft product there, and that's a Dell product. And it's also linked into there. And the thing that makes that kind of unique is it's got 2 hard drives on it, and each hard drive is operating a different OS, so you just boot to which hard drive to determine, like it's running Windows 11 and Zorin. And then of course, you know, backup microphone and a tripod and a tripod. And then you go over this way and you've got the Apple station, the iMac and the 27-inch monitor. Then there's another Raspberry Lenovo tablet, and the headphones, the Master and Dynamic headphones that I really enjoy. And there's a mini Mac there that I'm getting ready to convert over to run Linux, as well as that ancient laptop over there with the book sitting on top of Apple. It's old, it's got a CD slot, a super drive in it. Then back there we have the behind, I don't know if you can see them back there, there's the Apple time machines. There's 4 of them. And then the cases and crates and boxes and blah blah blah. And then on my little handy little table here is that is a Windows Surface or Microsoft Surface, one of the two, with a Apple 10-inch tablet sitting on top of it. And of course, you know, you gotta have your bro crane, you know, to be a real guy. And then we go into this area, and it's basically handies, talkies of various manufacturer, dual band, tri-band, routers, just switches, hard drives, oil. And the cases, the 2 black cases are both Watson hard cases that were for the UV9G and Pro, and the UV9 whatever the hell Pro for the hand version. Then you know, various antennas that are in process of being completed and built, and tripods and stuff like that. And this will kind of tell you how tall the monitors and everything are. A Sennheiser headphone with mic, and then there's another one here under the coonskin cap. I mean, is any office really complete without one? And then it goes into a postage scale, and there's a label printers and USB tripod, plug-in dongle, antennas, cable. And then over here is the 3 stacks of the ham radio books. There's the general and the extra underneath it. And so that's the local pile of crap that is just totally excessive. A couple Cisco cameras that make it look like they're recording you when you walk in the room. right here. There's the other master and dynamic headphones there, and of course the always helpful.
That was easy.
And annoying. So then of course we got back stock of different batteries and crap under there, and then we got memory and all kinds of stuff up under there. So you know, you've got your static display of what? Get more ham radios? If it would focus. Less frustrating. Then those are fans, cooling fans out of computers that are stacked up over there, and speakers, and that's a web cam slash speakers slash everything, another set of headphones. So anyhow, I thought I'd take a quick little jaunt to the side to show you the crap central that I've got going on, and assure you that I've got videos in the works. Just I haven't had anything that I can pull the trigger on, either through corrupt files or whatever. It would appear that this little dude here has a habit of creating, this VGO Osmo 2 has a little habit of creating some very corrupt files that would be really cool to have, or not. And yeah, so that's the layout of the home office slash studio plus Love Shack. Yeah, it's not Love Shack. But the different things that are going on and in different levels of completion, and you know, like that box right there, the top box is tools, the bottom box is ham radio, SDR components. So yeah, there it is, protected by, you know, Smith & Wesson and Glock and any other various manufacturers of higher power projectile slingers. So anyways, I thought I'd drop that on you and let you see the setup and explain where I've been, what I've been trying to do. Again, that's just notes for one of the AWS certification there. It's some interesting stuff, and so you can see what I meant by the interior fans. Oh, there's a wireless earpiece. Oh, those are Apple TV deals there. And again, more old. There's another old Apple TV on the flip phone. But yeah, total guide zone. Back side of the two Cisco cameras, and yeah, between that, Linux, and work, and AWS, busy little bee. So don't think that I have went away or joined the circus or escaped from the circus. This is kind of cool. This is the LED light on a boom that is actually made by, I don't know if you'd notice or not, but I switched out. I have two stand-up desks, and this one's a curved one, and a lot bigger real estate on top. And I switched out the pogo stick for an actual set. It's a like sandpaper on there, and then a rubber pad to rest your feet on, and then the bicycle seat there. And just pretty much like lean against it while you recline backwards or whatever. And then of course the Woodger vest, and I've used it one time, I think, but I had to have it. And the old leather roll-up pads. What had happened is that the employer had sent everybody home, and this is a new reality, and yada yada yada. And now I think that they've realized that productivity for most people has slipped. I don't know if you can tell. I like the old Packer style hats. That's what that's called. That's an iron. It's a Filson hat made of their iron cloth material. But they've decided or figured out that productivity has slipped probably about 90%. I don't know if that's a real number, but people are filming videos. Actually, I'm doing it on my lunch, so it is what it is. Versus working or at the pool or at the beach or whatever, and checking in via WebEx looking like they're busy. And they've decided that they're wanting to start getting people back in the office. So just as they were saying, hey, you need to move everything, this was my work desk there, and it's full of other stuff, unmentionables. We'll just call it the get next to God chest there. So I brought this home and switched it out. That was a 3-star son of a big dog. And immediately they announced that they're going to start dragging people kicking and screaming into the building. So you never know. So that's what it is. That's what I've been doing, and I appreciate your time. If you think about it, and any of this crap that I'm trying to learn or I'm involved in is of any interest to you, leave a comment below. Say hey, whatever. And I would highly recommend getting these. Much more so than that. I've got, obviously, this is the one I use for work. This is my personal. These are both my personal speakers, and they're each individual to a different computer. So obviously when I'm at work, this one is not on, and it is what it is. So do me a favor, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it and you just can't stand anything about what I do, a little label maker, hit the dislike button twice, and maybe consider subscribing, and give me your thoughts. Make it a great day. Bye.